What if, in the blink of an eye, Earth's axis tilted by 90 degrees? Imagine the sun no longer rising and setting as you know it. Instead, the poles would point directly at the sun, casting our familiar world into chaos. Such a staggering shift would redefine day and night, dramatically reshape climates, and challenge the very fabric of life on Earth. Picture this. In regions that once enjoyed seasons, the sun now stands fixed in the sky, baking the surface with unrelenting heat or leaving it shrouded in frozen darkness. At higher latitudes, where day and night stretch gently over months, day becomes an endless state, sunlight never fading, or an eternal night claiming the land. The transformation is brutal and immediate. Imagine living in a world where what was once a temperate garden now bakes under a perpetual sun, and familiar snowfields become barren icelands, starved of daylight. Let's explore further. The immediate impact of this axis tilt on weather patterns would be nothing short of cataclysmic. Without the usual rhythmic dance between the sun and our world, global wind patterns would be thrown into disarray. Trade winds that navigators relied upon for centuries could disappear, leaving the seas eerily stagnant or unpredictably wild. The jet streams, fast-moving air currents that help regulate climate and weather, could stutter and overhaul entire weather systems without warning. Moreover, the oceans, the planet's thermal regulators, would not be spared. Currents like the Gulf Stream, which flows from the Gulf of Mexico along the eastern United States and across the Atlantic, moderating temperatures in Europe, could falter. The warmth that had been carried throughout the globe might instead become trapped, boiling some regions while others fall into deep freeze. Marine life, attuned to specific temperature ranges and currents for migration and breeding, would face existential peril. Fisheries, underpinning the diet and economy of countless coastal nations, could collapse, leaving millions grappling with hunger and economic desperation. On land, the scenario unfolds with equal dystopia. Deserts could engulf the land, stretching their sandy fingers into places that never knew such aridity. Conversely, areas historically shielded by a moderation of seasons might buckle under relentless moisture, transforming into swamps or jungles unable to withstand the excess. Agriculture, the cornerstone of human civilization, would be rocked to its core. Crops are finely tuned to specific daylight cycles and temperatures. Shifting these would devastate supply chains, disrupt food availability, and trigger a cascade of famine and conflict. Such dramatic climatic shifts would force humanity into unprecedented migrations. Populations in newly inhospitable regions would find themselves at the mercy of a planet they no longer recognize. As deserts creep and glaciers reclaim land, millions would be displaced, seeking refuge in scarce habitable zones, challenging borders and igniting geopolitical tensions. Societies would need to adapt quickly or face collapse, their infrastructures designed for a world that no longer exists. Yet even in this upheaval, life's resilience should not be underestimated. Human ingenuity, driven by necessity, could accelerate advances in technology and adaptation strategies. Perhaps floating cities on oceans or artificial biospheres on land could offer refuge to displaced populations. Sustainable innovations might emerge, forcing a rapid reevaluation of energy consumption and conservation methods, underscoring the importance of living in balance with our planet. As daunting as this prospect seems, it serves as a poignant reminder of Earth's intricate dance and our place within it. The planet, in its current poised tilt, orchestrates a masterful balance that allows humanity to flourish. This thought experiment underscores how finely tuned and delicately balanced our environmental systems are. What such an alteration in Earth's tilt teaches us extends beyond science. It tells a story about resilience, adaptability, and the enduring spirit of life on Earth. It prompts us, perhaps with a newfound appreciation, to marvel at the natural stability we so often take for granted. It beckons us to think critically about our role in preserving this planet. Will our actions today determine not only how we face potential calamities of tomorrow, but also how we nurture the conditions that allow us to thrive? It's a gentle, yet pressing, invitation to steward this remarkable Earth with wisdom and care. Subscribe for more insights and explorations into our simulated Earth, as we continue to wonder, question, and learn from the world we call home.